Why, hello, ladies. Good afternoon, y'all. How are y'all doing? Am I a minute or two early? Hi, Alicia. Sun Saray. How are y'all doing? Let's see. Can y'all hear me okay? And can you see me? Are y'all there? Someone's here. Hello, hello. Hey, Miss V, how are you? Good afternoon. And somebody else is here. It's another hot day in Houston. Humid, should I say. So everybody's waiting for me to go live. People thought I was going live yesterday. I did not go live yesterday. I just rested. Hey, Miss Sarah, how are you doing? I don't know if Alicia and Sun Saray are still in here. I hate I can't see what time it is. Let's see. Nope. This phone is dead. So what have y'all been up to since we're back at work? I've been off the past 2 days. Hey Pam, how you doing? So I just picked my mom up from dialysis, took her to my sister's house, and I made a little stop. Hey Jean, how are you? I stopped at TJ Maxx on the way home, picked up a couple of things. Two of the things I'm not gonna show. So, hey Chantel. So I just picked up just what, 6 things? Just a little something, something. I actually saw the foaming cleanser by Bunny Hill. And remember, I told you guys about the vitamin C. Well, they did have the papaya. And so, papaya foam cleanser, daily exfoliating cleanser, and pore care. So I picked it up. It has it has stuff I need my glasses on to read. Is she in here? What does it have in it? Hydrolyzed collagen, Elysium verum, and papaya. So this was $3.99. It was the only one. It was the only one. And I don't like papaya, the fruit itself. So let me smell this to see how it smells. It really doesn't have a smell to it, which is perfect for me. It doesn't have a smell, but I really like how these foam up. I haven't tried this one before, but I really like how it foams up the vitamin C. So I'm almost out of, excuse me. Uh, y'all, I cut my grass today. So let's see. So if it foams up, but I just put lotion on, so it's not gonna foam up. Hey Rosalind, I hope you're doing okay. I hope your arm is okay. Hey Marie. Hey Kay. Kay, I enjoyed your video this morning. I really enjoyed Miss V's video, and just to think that how she just paid tribute to our our LBGTQI community, and I mean they're supposed to be loved too. So I loved how she paid tribute to them. Yeah, I'm. She's making us spin. So the next thing I used the It's Skin skincare, and they had this It's Skin glow routine. It was $6.99. It's a Korean skincare brand. I think this might be Korean as well. But this is a glow. It'll help if I put my glasses back on. What did I do with it? I looked at your video, Kay, and Miss V, who's on here, Simply You Makeup. And I posted her picture. I put her two pictures of her from her video day in my stories, along with Sylvester. Sylvester was he transgender? He was big in the 70s. I think he was transgender. And he so I posted her two pics that I took two screenshots, and I posted them on my stories, and I put his music to it, one of his most popular songs. Okay, so this is It's Skin Glow Routine Radiant Serum. It's brightening concentrate for dull and uneven skin with Vitapil 10. I have no idea what that is. Um, but It's Skin, they have a system. But with this one, all you have to do is after the toner step, which I have the toner in my restroom. After the toner step of your skincare routine, squeeze a reasonable amount of the product and gently spread to absorb on the face and neck. So, and all this pretty writing on the back is in Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and all those Eastern. And this was made in the Seoul Republic of Korea. So, and it's a pretty for $6.99, which all their products are $6.99. This is, oh, I got to use this up. It expires later this year, but I'll keep it in a cool, dry place. So, how many ounces is this? Maybe it's the bottle that's heavy. I don't know, but it's not telling me how many ounces. 80 milliliters. It's 80 milliliters. I don't know how much that is in ounces because we didn't learn the metric system here, Kate. Oh, it's a spray. Oh, okay. So let's put this on. And I love It's Skin. It does not have a scent to it. Thank you, Jesus. But their hyaluronic acid line has a strong perfume smell to it. And even though I love it, I hate that perfume scent. But this one absolutely has no scent. And I found it in TJ Maxx. So I'm going to try it for y'all. Hey, Aileen, how are you? And then the hyaluronic acid, It's Skin. This is also It's Skin. Okay, that's better. This is hyaluronic acid by It's Skin sheet mask, $6.99. How many masks are in here? And I've used these before, but I don't remember if it has a scent. But the hyaluronic, this one is the hyaluronic line of their products. And it, like I said, the hyaluronic brand is so strong. Okay, for $6.99, it has, usually it tells you, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 masks for $6.99. What's the math? How much is that a piece? 60 cents, 60.9, 61 cents, 69 cents. I don't know. It's over 2 ounces. Alicia, thank you. Yes, Sarah, she made me want to do that look. Y'all, I'm not putting makeup on tonight. The only reason I'm not putting makeup on is because, like I said, I cut the grass and my allergies are in full gear. And I haven't taken a shower since I cut the grass. I took a shower. Why did I do this? I planned on getting up at 7 o'clock this morning and cutting the grass before I had to pick up my mother. About 5 o'clock, I heard the thunder. About 6:30, more thunder and rain. So I'm like, shoot, I can't cut the grass. And my grass was high. So there was a break in the rain, and I was able to cut just the front yard. The backyard is still needs to be cut, and I still have to edge. So I took a shower and said I wasn't going to be able to cut the grass. But when the rain kind of eased up, I went ahead and did it. So I haven't taken a shower since I done it, which is probably also why the allergies are the way they are. And I'll take my second shower tonight. So I didn't want to put makeup on, even though I can wash my face, and I've washed my face. I didn't want to put makeup on. But if y'all find these I love these. They are so juicy. You put them on after 10 minutes. How long does it say? Leave it on 15 to 20 minutes and then gently pat for better absorption. Wash face, apply the toner. It's a skincare. They have toner, they have an emulsion cream, emulsion thing. They have a gel cream. They have a gel eye cream, and they have a nutrition serum. So it's like a lot of products, and each product is $6.99. And they put some more stuff out today because they also have a collagen. And I saw more of the collagen products. I only saw one of the gel cream. It's called a cream, but it's a gel, and it's in a jar. So I've been using this for over a year now. They have aloe, they have collagen. You can't find the aloe products. I've only found one aloe product. I haven't been able to find any more aloe. But they also had these Christmas sets. They had the Christmas sets bundles in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Okay, next, y'all know I love my No Pore Primer, smooth and pore covering, top secret for perfect makeup. I don't have large pores, but just the way this smooths out your skin before you put on your foundation. So today I found No Problem Priming Water. This is $9.99 at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. This is $9.99. So this is the No Problem Priming Water. I've never used it, so I don't know how it works. And it's supposed to be like a rose damascena, flour, water, and oil. This is what it looks like. It's a pretty little bottle. It expires in 2023, so I got 2 years to use it. But dang. It doesn't have a scent, which is good for me, and it's smooth. Woo. It's smooth. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying, cause get thee behind me, Chantel. Get thee behind me. I'm not going back to the CCO store for a while. At least let me have to pay off my order. So I got two of them. They had two, and since they had two, I got both of them. I don't know. They okay, so they don't have a return policy, right? Hey, Erica. Alicia, you like the primer water? So what did you do? Just put it on? This stuff is made in Korea as well. Multi-oil with damask rose oil and rose water helps dry skin moisturize and vitalize, making the skin ready for makeup. How to use. At the last step of skincare, apply 1 to 2 drops of water oil on palm, rub your hands, and press gently on the face for better makeup application. Caution, keep out of reach of children. So again, I didn't know, but this is made in Korea as well. So I will use it in my next makeup application. And the last thing that I purchased at TJ Maxx, I wish Natisha was here, but I purchased another stretch and style hair wraps. And these are $4.99. $4.99. Natisha sent me a DM, a video of somebody showing how to tie these wraps, because I want to ask y'all a question. I want to learn how to do this because I don't know how to do my hair, y'all. That's why it just looks like this. If it's not in a puff, I've never been a person who knows how to do my hair. And the only other remedy is to cut it all back off. And that picture that I posted with my son yesterday, he was still in high school when we took that picture. And that's me. I'm ready to cut it all back off. But my head is too big to have my hair that short again. My head is too big, y'all. Thank you, Erica. So they had a lot of these. They had a lot of them. So I didn't have to search. I found another head wrap Saturday at Marshalls. But these are it's $4.99, y'all, and you get two. And one is, you can wear them each solo or layered for more styling possibilities. Day or night, top knots, headbands, bows, and more. So they're bringing out a lot of this in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Yeah, that was Saturday. I went to Marshalls. I found another head wrap in Marshalls. It's 2 sizes. So this is what kind of print is this? Is this cheetah? So this is it. If I knew how to do it, I would do it, but y'all know, just bear with me. Hey, Rhonda, I don't know how you put them on, so we just go. Lala, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, but I don't mind making a fool of myself right now with y'all. I don't know. I don't know. That's the best I can do. And it's about to fall off my head. But I'm going to learn. I haven't seen the ones with print on both sides. And this one is the solid one. So $4.99. Get to your TJ Maxx and your Marshalls. Again, I found these in TJ Maxx today, and they had a lot of them. So oh, let me ask this question. Yeah, Lynette had a tutorial, uh, but actually the one that Letitia sent me, the girl that one she sent me on Instagram, that one was really easy. So, did anybody see Monique's video? Um, did anybody? I saw it today where she talked about us queens going out with our hair bonnets and um, pajamas, house shoes, um, just going out looking disrespectful. Yeah, Lala, congratulations again. So, Sarah, you need to call me. You need to video chat me on Instagram and show me. I'm afraid to move my head because this is gonna just collapse. So did y'all see her video? And I've fallen out with Monique um when the Parkers went off the air, and I never really watched the Parkers. Um when she did a reunion, remember she did that reunion at that stupid Flavor Flav show, and I just thought she was a bully. The way she tried to bully that girl and her mom on that show, and I just really fell out liking her after that. It took me a couple of years to watch Precious, if that was the name of that movie. But she talked about it should be on YouTube. This girl named Dee Dee on YouTube posted it today. And she talked about how we need to be more respectful of ourselves. You don't have to put on a face full of makeup. You don't have to put on your 5-inch stilettos, your Louis and your Gucci's to go out. But she said, have some respect and stop going out. She said she saw him in the mall. She saw him in the airport. She's seen him in the stores, everywhere. Black women, young women, wearing bonnets. That's mainly what she kept saying, the bonnets, the hair bonnets. And she said, hair, not just the hair bonnets, the house shoes, the pajamas, and just going out and not having any respect for the way you're looking. And she was saying, how would you command respect when you come out looking like that? And I must say, I had to agree with her. Yeah, I'm like, a school principal here got in trouble 2 years ago, 2 years or 3 years ago. She she put out a letter. A high school principal put out a letter telling the moms. Well, she was talking to not just the mom, she was talking to parents. Stop showing up at your child's school with hair buttons on or hair rollers. And half the community backed her, half the community castigated her. And I'm like, she's right. When my son was in high school, I would not have shown up at his school with a hair bun on my head or hair rollers and house shoes. Even though his high school is down the street. There's just no way. Yeah, she was in Jackson yesterday. Hey, Roberta. So I was just like, what do y'all think? If you just if is it okay to go to, I've seen it a lot, and it's not just black women, I've seen white women, I've seen white men go to Walmart and they still had their pajamas pants on. And 6 years ago, no, 5 years ago, I worked one summer for United Airlines. I was customer service in the airport. I actually worked at the gates, and I would see young women, black and white, walking through the airport. And I heard there was a time when you travel by air or rail that it was a time to dress up for travel. But I would see these girls walking through the airport with their shorts on and their cheek meat hanging out. And I'm like, do they not feel a breeze on their behinds? Do you go sit on the airline seat not knowing what is on those seats and your cheek meat is hanging out? It wasn't just black girls, it wasn't just white girls, it was both. And some people said they may have their bikinis on because a lot of them were going to Cabo, and they would have their bikinis on and they would get off the plane going straight to the beach. But I'm like, you're in the airport. There are families in here. There are kids in here. There are conservative people. I'm not talking about the politician. I'm talking about conservative people who don't want to see your butt cheeks hanging out of your shorts. And I just thought, where has our decency going? People probably think I'm so old fashioned. And granted, I had my son out of wedlock. That's why I don't condemn people. I don't condemn people, gay people, straight. I don't condemn, because my sin wasn't any better than your sin. My sin needs to be forgiven. Your sin, whatever. I I don't walk in your shoes. You're not walking in mine. So, but I'm old fashioned when I think we have to have respect. Um, I was looking at videos yesterday. I'm always looking at videos, Jamaica, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico. I'm always looking at videos to see people on their vacation doing blogs. And whenever I see the black girls, just in my heart, I'm like, why do they have to, what's with the twerking? Is it me? Y'all tell me, is it me? Are they they're on vacation and they should be able to just be free on vacation? Is it me? Am I being old fashioned? But I'm just thinking the twerking, when you're when you're when you're on the boat, when you're in your hotel room and all of a sudden you got to turn around and twerk for all of us to see. I can't twerk. Maybe that's why I'm mad. I don't have enough cheap meat to twerk. But I don't know. Am I being just too old fashioned? Right. And I just think I do think about how my mother was. My mom was very, very strict. Um, my mother was strict. She didn't even want me going to the prom with a date. And granted, that was the only date I went on in high school was with somebody, and he wasn't even somebody I liked. I just went with somebody because I didn't want her to take me. And I think about when I talk about this with my son, and I think on the other hand, am I being too old fashioned? But I'm thinking if I'm doing stuff like this, if I do it, if I do it, I'm not gonna put it on video and post it on YouTube. But I'm like, I'm gonna have I don't I'm gonna have granddaughters one day. I have nieces. I have nieces. Granted, my oldest niece is 40. We're 10 years apart. But my youngest niece is I think 8. And I'm talking about my great nieces. No, my youngest niece is 4. My youngest niece is 4. And I'm just thinking, I don't want her to see me doing it because if she sees Amy doing it, then it's okay for me to do it. Now, Chantel, my grandmothers didn't play it. My mother was like, like my shirt. I just went and got a shirt out of the drawer. It was folded up, so it's not that wrinkled. But don't walk out of this house with wrinkled clothes on. Um, we had to wear, when we went to church, there was a time when we wore those ankle socks, and then at a certain age, you were able to wear hose. But that's the upbringing I had, and I just sometimes I think, am I being too over? But is it okay, Lala? Is it okay if you're on a girls trip and you're twerking? It's okay, but is it okay to film it and post it on social media? Because once it's there, it's there. Is that okay? I didn't see what Miss V said. Okay. I tell my, and I guess the first school I worked at, um in the district that I'm in, I worked for a school with pregnant girls, and the girls would come talk to me, and the boys, it wasn't a lot of boys at first, but then they started opening up the school to boys, and the boys would come and they would be trying to get with the girls, and then they would tell me on the side, well, she loose. She already got a baby, and some of them had 2 or 3. She already loose, so let me just get in it. That's what they would tell. They would talk to me, and I was like, I would go and tell the girl, see, I would tell them, y'all know he messing with you, and he messing with that other girl too. Yeah, keep your business out of the streets. I just always, okay, you have an 18-year-old? Oh my God, you have an 18-year-old. Here I am thinking that you probably are just, 35. Even though you can have an 18-year-old at 35, because we have grandmothers at 35. They kids are the ones that's twerking, and they twerking with them. Which, Tanya, I don't wear slip under dresses anymore. And the only reason I don't wear a slip is because a female doctor said don't. We need as much air around them hips as we can. So I don't wear slips unless it's a see-through like dress. But other than that, I don't wear a slip. So it's okay to do it. It's okay to do it, but don't put it on social media. Yeah, they are watching. I posted something a couple of weeks ago on social media, and a friend of mine saw it, and she told me about it. She said, "Yeah, it's people saw what you posted. Granted, you can't do anything to me for what I posted. It was the truth, but hey, Lynette, I'm just gonna tell you now. I said I wasn't gonna show y'all. Lynette and I were talking. Just a side note, we're gonna get back to this. Lynette and I were talking, and I was telling her Cara Beauty had a 30% off sale yesterday, and she asked me, "Are they good?" And I'm like, "I think they are. I think they are." And I saw a few Cara Beauty palettes at Marshall's there, and I'm like, "Dang, I wish I would have gotten one for her." So they had them at TJ Maxx. So Lynette, I got you a Cara Beauty palette. So you know what to do. Send me those details. I'm not going back to the post office until Thursday, depending on the rain, because it's supposed to be possibly flooding here from tomorrow through maybe Monday. So, Lynette, I did get you the um, Havana Club palette, and that's what it looks like. Because I want you to see what it's like. So if you don't like it, send it back to me, and I'll go get my money. Anyway, back. What did Pam say? But if several people are recording, you still take a risk of it being posted. Yeah. Uh, that's why, like, if I was to go get ratchet, I would go someplace like, what's that place in Jamaica? Hedonism. No cameras allowed. I would, but I'm gonna get ratchet after I retire. Everything might not be in the right place anymore, but heck, I'm retired. Whole life does not need to be on social media. That's exactly. I feel some kind of way, y'all. I just feel some kind of way when I see it. And as a teacher, to see these young girls and to see, um, I just remember particularly one student was like 17 in the ninth grade. She, all of them had babies in the ninth grade because if they didn't start in the middle school with a baby and they came in the ninth grade, they had a baby. And I remember she had her baby. And after she came back, and all of us who had babies, how we felt after we gave vaginal birth. You don't want nobody touching all of that down there around there. And so I'm like, when she came back to school, she came back wearing skin tight jeans. And I'm like, all I wanted to wear was muumuus after I gave birth, even 6 weeks afterwards. But then, within a few months, she was pregnant with number two. And I don't think she ever finished high school. I don't think she ever finished. And they were all older than Josh. So they should be about 30. They should be about 31, 32. They should, yeah, they're older than Josh. So Josh is 28. They should be around 31, 32. So I don't know how many kids she has now. I had one student had 3 babies. She had one in middle school, 2 in high school. Um, but she finished. There's a hey Night Star. How are you? Okay, Lala, and I appreciate you being here. It's something to being sexy, but you can be sexy and classy. Um, just that dress you posted, that dress you bought from Target with those cute shoes, Chantel, that was sexy. That dress and those shoes, the shoes, it was just all it was beautiful. And I'm like, that's sexy. But I know, a lot of times sexy is that little black dress. To me, sexy is that little red dress. But it's still something to be said that we were taught when we were little, and our parents were taught that saying, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? I still see that. I I still see it. Yeah, be classy and then raise your children. My son, that picture that I posted, he wasn't the best man, but that was one of his friends from college, and they all hang out. And as far as I can say about the whole group of them, and Joshua went to two different universities. He went to Prairie View and he went to TSU, so he has two groups of friends. I honestly can say I don't think any of them have been to jail. None of them have been to jail. Um, and they have their girlfriends, and the ones like one just got married. Their girlfriends, they're classy girls, and they've all been to my house. They all have been to my house, and they all are so respectful. Um, I just love them. I love them. Right, Night Star. We're I was born in 1970, so social media for us was passing notes and slam books. That was social media. And no, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And maybe it's not for me to know it. I just and that's a problem. Anybody here are sorors? That's the issue I also have with the sorors. Uh, a lot of sorors are educators, and I'm not seeing, and I'm not everywhere. I'm only here in Houston, but I'm not seeing where they are making an impact as role models for these girls. Yeah, they like to get together, go drink, go have these teas, raise money for books. They do that kind of stuff, but I don't see where they're being role models. Where are the okay? We have the Obama's thing, my brother's keeper. Where's my sister's keeper? Where's my queens in waiting, my ladies in waiting? Something like that for the girls. Teach these girls how to eat. Teach these girls how to use the right forks. Yes, I know how to use the right forks. My mama didn't teach me, but we had encyclopedias in the house. I looked in the encyclopedias because again, Night Star said we didn't have social media. We didn't have the internet. The internet was my encyclopedias. That's where I learned how to set a table. That's where I learned how to use the correct forks. Um, show them how to even showing my son how to hold a fork. You don't hold your fork like you're 3 years old. Hold your fork like you're a grown person. Oops, I'm sorry. It's I try to be a role model for my girls when I was in the classroom. I always tried to be a role model because the girls were going through what I went through, being a single parent. Um, some of the girls would come back. They were like, oh, they didn't want to file child support because they were afraid he would leave if they filed child support. I'm like, he can leave anyway. I'd rather a check. That was the one thing. And this is another thing that's a pet peeve of mine. Sunsaray. This is a Sunsaray. This is a pet peeve of mine. Little girls crossing their legs. We were not allowed to cross our legs, especially in church. I grew up in the Baptist church. We could not wear pants to church, just the Baptist church. You couldn't wear pants in the sanctuary. If there was something going on outside of the church, you could wear pants. But in the sanctuary, you were not allowed to wear pants. We had to cross our feet at the ankles. And if any of the ladies, the ushers, the missionaries, the nurses, parents, mothers, grandmothers, aunts saw you with your legs crossed, you might have been called into one of those side rooms. And it didn't have to be just your mama getting on your behind. It was one of those ladies in the church. And then you were still going to get it at home because you embarrassed mama at church. My mama never said anything about red polish or red polish or red lipstick. She never banned that. That was first lipstick she ever bought me was a red lipstick. But yeah, those legs had to be crossed at the ankle. Little girls crossed their legs at the ankle. Women crossed their legs at the knees. Hey, Maria. You got it, Roberta. You got it. Just, pray and ask God to guide you in raising your daughter. Raise her. And, another thing, and I know a lot of us are different about this issue, birth control. My mama didn't believe in birth control while you were under 18 because she told me, I'm not giving you permission to have sex. And to her, my mother was from East Texas, old school. My mother had 2 kids and wasn't married. She had 2 kids, my 2 older sisters, and she didn't want what she went through for us to go through it. So no birth control. If I give you birth control, you'll be out there having sex. Probably would have, but no. She didn't believe in the birth control. And I don't know if it would have helped my sisters because they did suffer from bad cramps. I never cramped, never suffered from cramps. So there was no reason I would have needed it. But she said, where was it? She said her thighs were too big. Yeah, but you know what? We can't let kids know, Chantel, we can't let kids think we are tech afraid. We got to get in there on YouTube. YouTube will have videos on how to find those apps and stuff. Find you another kid somewhere that don't know your child and ask them to show you that stuff. And they'll show you that stuff. And then you keep tabs on your own children. Don't ever let your kids think you're I had my son's when I started doing the music on the video on the Instagram, I had my son's friend to show me how to put the music on the pictures on Instagram. I'll ask, but no, you have to. You can't be afraid. Yeah, everybody, and that's one thing I noticed about Jamaicans. Kay, they still are old school. They still are old school when it comes to me. Jamaicans raise their kids just like old school black Americans from the country, from down south. We raise our kids the same. I see it. I'm like, when I go to, I'm like, it's the same. But I don't, the birth control, if it's helping a young girl with cramps, or her flow is heavy, I can understand it for those reasons. But we have to do whatever we can, because hey Fortunata, our young girls, Eric, if you still here, in any Night Star, this is a thing with young black girls. Young black girls' childhoods have been taken away from us. And what I mean about that is, when I say that, young black girls are not allowed to be innocent kids. Their innocence is taken away from them. And all of it is not society. A lot of it is parents. When I see, and y'all, anything that you don't agree with me on, just let me know. Because we're all different. You don't have to agree with me on everything. Y'all know we all different. But when I look at, I used to teach in a middle school, and I would see the difference between the middle school. In the same district. I worked at one middle school that was closer into the city and one that was way out in the suburbs. And the sixth graders, I saw the difference in the black and Hispanic sixth graders and the white sixth graders. The white sixth graders were still like little girls playing with dolls, carrying their little purses. They were little girls. But the middle school black and brown girls were like 16-year-olds. And I just was like, they're not even behaving like sixth grade girls. It's sad. It's so sad. But I mean, it doesn't have to be society. I think we as a community can it's the way we raise our girls. We didn't babysit. My mom worked, so my oldest sister my oldest sister did babysit me. But it was five of us. So, but no, I never had to babysit. My son tells me he was afraid of me. Uh, he was afraid of me because he said, "Mama, you told me a story. You told me the principal, if I let the principal spank me at school, then you won't get a spank. You won't spank me when I get home. But when I hit the door, you spank me." And he said, I haven't trusted you since then. And we laugh about it all the time. I'm like, you acted up at school. You was going to get it here. You was going to get it there. So you can't act up. Yeah, we wore those frou-frou dresses to prom. And I remember some girls, just for kicks, two girls at my prom wore tuxedos. It was cute. They wore tuxedo instead of the pants. They had the shorts, but it was cute. Afro puffs. Yeah, we got whippings with the switch and the belt. I remember one day she always used my daddy's belt that he wore with his Dickies. My dad was oh my God, it just left me. God, what's those people that make gates, work with metal? I can't even think of it. My neighbor is one. Oh my God, I can't think of it. But he used to wear this leather belt all the time. And I remember, and he had his razors. And one day I took one of those razors and I cut his belt. I said, she can't whip us with that belt no more. And Pam, we saw that look you gave your kids Sunday night. You gave them that mama look. Now, no matter what good you're coming at it, no matter how, even your tone, you can have the best tone, and some chick will be wanting to fight you. She be wanting to pull her bunny off in the streets to fight. But the difference is, I think you can talk to a man about his daughter misbehaving and out in the streets acting crazy. It's the mamas you can't talk to. It's the mamas. What do you call dang, it was just there. Welder. My dad was a welder. Yeah, we it's the village has been broken. We had child molesters aren't new. We had child molesters growing up. We had a neighborhood child molester. He used to take us to get ice cream um, at Dairy Queen. And I mean, like I said, where I grew up, it was a lot of us. It was a lot of us kids. And all of a sudden, we weren't allowed to go anywhere with him anymore. Speaking of ice cream, I got some sherbet in the freezer. We weren't allowed to go with him anymore. Our parents never said why, but we found out once we were older. But he was the street child molester. Oh my God, it was a lot of us kids. It was a lot. But even so, in the schools, that's why I just when I think of it, sometimes I can be flipped with my kids, but now I have to rethink that. You can't always be flipped with the kids. Sometimes those kids really are reaching out to you because of what they're not receiving at home. I don't want to be your mama. I only had one child, but I can be like an aunt to you. I don't want to be your mama, but I let my kids know, my boys, when I was in the classroom, my Hispanic boys and my black boys. If when I was in high school, I told them, I don't care if you here undocumented, you're a citizen. If you 18 or about to be 18 and you haven't signed up for a selective service, you need and there's no I don't think there's any reason why you can't sign up. I get to that computer and sign up for selective service because I didn't want them to not be able to get in school or get jobs if they weren't signed up. Um, my girls, if they would come to me and ask me, Miss Jones, some of it was what I say. They would say they didn't want child support, and then later on they would come to me and ask me, well, Miss Jones, how do you file child support? And I get them on those computers in the classroom right here. And they're like, but I don't have all this information. You have his name. That's all you need. So I'd have them filling out their paperwork for child support. I'm like, you do not allow a man to not take care of his responsibilities. No, one thing I hate about the summer, all my friends on Facebook, they'll make posts like, I can't wait for school to start back so y'all can take these kids so y'all can be the parents when they at school. No, I'm not the parent. If you want me to be the parent, I need to be able to parent your kid. So, and we need a break from your kids too. That's why I don't do summer school. We need a break. Very serious. You got to be, even these young kids, like in that show that I was talking about the other day, the Upshaws on Netflix, excuse me, their daughter, she was worried about how many followers, how many likes she was receiving, even to the point that she wanted people to think her brother was her boyfriend, her half brother was her boyfriend. I'm like, that really is the pressure that they are under in school. And just don't understand. What can we tell them? So who's going live? Um, who's going live? Anybody going live tonight? It's oh, it's 5:30. It's time for me to go. I only wanted to keep y'all for an hour. Okay. Make sure you send me your information. No, I'm getting off because I haven't eaten and I need to eat, and I need to go get ready for going back to work tomorrow. So, all right, y'all. I'll be back maybe Thursday afternoon to play in some makeup. If not Thursday, I'll be back. Yeah, crickets. I'll be back Saturday morning to play in makeup. So I'm gonna end this here. Oh, for sure, Sunsaray, for sure. Uh, a lot of us are mamas. Some of us are grandmamas. Some of us are aunts, sisters, just everything. We're all here. Ashley's live. I'll be on that one tonight. Um, but yeah, this is not the grown women's table, but hey, because Lori's life is not her life. But I just there's just something that's been on my mind when I saw that this afternoon from Monique. And I just thought about it. She said when she sees us on the street, she calls us queens. She calls her sisters queens. And if you want to be referred to as a queen, then you need to be able to hold the crown up on your head. And right now, this is my crown. It's a little lopsided, but hey, it's on here. But yeah, I love y'all. And I'm going to let y'all go. It's 5:30, 6:30 somewhere, 4:30 somewhere, and 3:30 somewhere. If you're still at work, wrap it up. If you're at home, go eat. And the only person, Pam, is Ashley Crutchfield. She'll be live if she goes live tonight. She'll be live at 9 o'clock y'all's time. So good night, y'all. Love y'all. And if anybody goes live, hey, I'll be sitting by the computer waiting for y'all to go live. Love y'all.